Hello everyone, it's Vivi and welcome back. On April 13th, PlayStation made a blog post announcing their collab with Milan Records. This collab will bring to the table 3 vinyl soundtrack releases, one for each of their following IPs. We have Ghost of Tsushima's Iki Island and Legends soundtrack, Returnal, as well as Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. And you guessed it, I am going to go over Rift Apart's vinyl soundtrack. First thing I'd like to say, this here looks really breathtaking, and just that alone made me want to talk about this. Looking at the front cover, we have Ratchet and Rivet positioned in a way as to evoke the theme of dimensionality. A mirror, pretty much. Ratchet seems to be surrounded by buildings from Nefarious City, perhaps buildings from Megalopolis as well, looking at the one over there with the spherical roof. Whereas Rivet appears to be positioned primarily on Tauren 4. We also notice puffoids from Blizzard Prime, as well as a fox-cat creature, I believe wearing a space helmet over there. I don't recall seeing a fox or cat creature in Rift Apart, so naturally that caught my eye. We have the Fixer in the back. Let me just say this. If the Fixer can fix things like how we saw him fixing the face quartz, what else can he fix? The back of the cover simply has an extension of the front, more structures from Nefarious City and space pirate ships. My personal favorite is this close-up shot of these two. This is inside of the case, and yeah, this just emphasizes the whole mirror theme of Rift Apart. Ratchet's holding out Glitch, Clank's on his back, then we have Kit. If you think about it, both these characters are holding out characters they've met for the first time. As for the vinyl disc themselves, 2 ways these are described. From a simple glance, the colors seem to reflect the theme we have on the cover art, orange and purple. The official website states that the soundtrack is pressed on a pair of dimensional Rift Color vinyl discs. Rift Color, if that's the case. Then I'm looking at the yellow rifts, which allow fast traversal using the Rift Tether. Looking at the purple theme, we think of the usual rifts, and the dimensional pockets, which Clank described on Sargasso. These gorgeous artwork were done by Shan Jiang, and I feel like his illustrations have done justice for Rift Apart. Speaking of which, he actually shared his thoughts on the creative process of this whole thing. The cover concept focuses on duality and traveling among parallel universes. I learned that the game's core idea is finding who you truly are through understanding yourself. Rivet and Ratchet became better versions of themselves through the adventures they experienced together. It is like Ratchet and Rivet are looking in the mirror, but in the mirror is another universe. He also added that by rotating the cover art, or depending of how you want to hold it, you can see things from either Ratchet's perspective or Rivet's. So apart from what we know already, this containing 2 discs, the music contained in these are split in 4 groups: Side A, Side B, Side C, and Side D. This vinyl record will contain 20 original tracks from the game, tracks brought to you by Mark Mothersbaugh and Wataru Hokoyama. Join Me at the Top is also in there, and let me just say this, that song should have been animated. Emperor Nefarious and our Dr. Nefarious just singing on screen. Am I the only one picturing an animated sequence of these two singing together? If you want to get your hands on this beauty, you can now pre-order from any of the retailers listed here. This is what the official blog post shared. Amazon Music states that July 15th, 2022 is the date when this is getting shipped. It could be a placeholder, if anything. Milan Records' website states that this is shipping in July 2022. So with that said and done, this is it for the video. So as usual, if you have comments, questions, or anything of such sort, leave it in the comment section below. As always, a huge thank you to my supporters on Patreon, it really means a lot, thank you so much. And as always, for you viewers out there, thank you for sticking around, and yeah, I've been Vivi, and until next time.